Hey, so the final piece in our pelvic reset series is back on the spine, and we want to address what typically happens is the lower lumbar segments, particularly L5, which sits right on top of S1, gets stuck in extension. That's not a normal position, and it can generate a lot of disc type and nerve type pain. So this completes our process here, and most people don't feel too much with this, but it's still a very important position to stay in and complete the series. Some people, this feels like the magic thing. And so you may slide into either category. If it's the magic thing for you, we're pumped up for you, and that's great. If it doesn't feel like much, stick with the process, go ahead and complete things out, knowing that we've got to put all these pieces back together if we're gonna do things completely. So a couple of things you're gonna need. So you may do this on the floor, and then we're gonna throw legs up, maybe on the couch or in a chair, and you'll see that position here in a minute. The real important piece here is for us, we just have a 2-inch milled block of wood. We softened it up a little bit with a towel. At home, you may find a 2x block laying around. That's fine. You can soften it up with a towel. You can use a hardbound textbook, maybe a yoga block. Anything that is at least a couple inches thick, 2 to 3 inches max, and firm enough that when you rest on it, it doesn't give and squish down. And here's how we're gonna use that. So we're gonna get in this 90-90 hip position with the legs resting high. So the idea here is to get the low back in a position where it can totally relax, and then there's 2 bony spots in the low back that you can feel with your fingers, 2 little bony protrusions. That's called the PSIS, and that marks where the pelvis meets the low back. You're simply gonna slide that block right across those 2 bony protrusions, and what you should feel is that the block is not on your butt and it's not on your back. It's right in between, and it should feel pretty firm. Once you get there, the goal here is to just relax as much as possible. Imagine letting the belly button sink down to the spine, and you're gonna hang here in this position for 5 minutes. This is our last position, another long position. At the completion of 5 minutes, we wanna do what's called a posterior pelvic tilt, which is where we're gonna roll the pelvis backwards and then back to neutral. Roll backwards and then relax back to neutral. We're gonna do 30 reps, and then you can slide the block out, come out of that position, and we have completed the pelvic reset series. We've started with the spine, worked our way around the pelvis, finished with the spine. If you have any problems with any of those positions, just text in. We'll help you manage, modify, and scale those to make sure you keep moving in the right direction. See you later.